Huh. The Barry Harris sixth diminished scale in the key of C. All it is a half step between the fifth and the sixth degree. Okay, that's just one note playing the scale. What if we use two notes to play the scale together? I'll skip the second one and play the third one, first and the third degree. Now go up the scale. What if we use three notes to play the scale? What if we use four notes to play the scale? Where am I getting this from? If we play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip a note, play a note, skip, play, and then skip, and we're back to the one. If we do that, this is where we get that from. C6. That's what this chord is called, the C6. The next chord is a diminished chord. How do we get that? Same thing. Start from here, using only the notes from the sixth diminished scale. Start from here, skip, play, skip, play, skip, play, skip, and then we'll be back to the beginning, right? So this is how we get that. That's the D diminished. So this is where the name comes from, the major sixth diminished scale. So these are the only two chords that exist in this major sixth diminished scale. The next series of chords is just inversions of these two. So if we invert this up one, meaning take the bottom and put it on top, we have this. So our second degree, same thing. Take the note on the bottom, put it on top. Right? So we got all we're doing is just playing the notes of the Barry Harris scale. We're using four notes here. We're using three notes here. And we're using two notes here. And one note. Now, there's also a minor version of this. And the only difference between the minor and the major sixth diminished is the third itself. Just make it flat, everything else remains the same. So a half step between the fifth and the sixth. Same as except flat the third. Now, same thing. Let's do 2 notes. Let's do 3 notes. And 4 notes. Now this is the minor 6 diminished scale. Using 4 notes. Now use only 3 notes. Two notes. And 1 note. Great. Now we know what it is. Now we want to know how to use it. So basically, this scale and the chords therein that we just discovered are used primarily to harmonize melodies. Okay, so that's why I like to start practicing this scale with the root of the key on top. So if we're in the key of C, I want the C on top. So what do I need to do to get the C on top? Well, just use the notes from the scale and count backwards. Play, skip, play, skip, play, skip, play. Here we go. Which, as we know, if you take the top note, put it on the bottom, this is root position, C6. But if we put this on top, right, so this is where I like to start. And then I'll place my left finger on the top. The melody note is on the top. So now. Now, what if I put this an octave up? Right, that's the block chord sound. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm. Right, that's what that sound is. It's doubling the melody with a voice an octave below. Okay, so all we're doing is just playing the Barry Harris scale up with what? 5 notes. And I like to practice my scales like this. And then back down. Now if we put chords to that, let's practice the minor now. Now major. Okay? So, you know, Now, mind you, this is a high level overview. My first video of any sort of Barry Harris information that I learned from my teacher, Melton Mustafa, God rest his soul. Melton Mustafa, teaching out of Florida Memorial University in Miami. He taught me the Barry Harris 6 diminished scale and system, and it changed the way I play forever. And I want that same thing for you too. But there are many videos that go into great detail, step by step, very slowly, about the scale. Dr. Bill Graham has the best series of videos, in my opinion, on the Barry Harris scale as far as deep dive into what exactly it is. So make sure, go look up Dr. Bill Graham, Barry Harris on YouTube, and you'll find it. But me, I'm interested in, once you look at these videos and stuff, come back, and I'm interested in you implementing these things in a very creative way, which I love to do. And that is harmonize melodies. So my students and I are working on Autumn Leaves and introducing Barry Harris information into Autumn Leaves. So in the key of B flat, that's what we're working on. In the key of B flat, it's the B flat major scale with a half step in between the 5 and the 6. So 5, half step, 6. Three notes. Four notes. That wasn't right. 4 notes. Okay, again, this is why I practice having the melody up top. So when I'm improvising any melodies in my head, I can harmonize them easily by just making sure my melody's on the pinky, and then I just fill in the blanks, right? What about that? Right? Or or happy practicing. Wow, I sound like Peter Martin. Good luck in your practice. Come back. Let me know if you have questions. See you on the next one.